Imagine walking towards a stranger's door, your heartbeat and your guard both up, unaware of the danger inside.
Drop the gun, drop the gun!
Or walking into a school.
Where they at?
The library!
All right.
And discovering threats rather than just books in the library.
Police, drop the gun, drop the gun!
As we always say, keep your head on a swivel.
Police, drop the gun!
Keeps him on his toes every time.
The man on his toes and on alert
Is anybody else in here?
is Inspector U.S. Marshal Keith Sykes.
Here we go.
He's taking part in one of the most advanced training simulators in the country called the Virtua System, a program taking law enforcement through dozens of shoot or don't shoot situations.
In this next scenario, you're off duty.
Interactive videos putting officers in real-life situations
You're stopping at the convenience store.
using real-life firearms.
It's our duty weapon. It's retrofitted with a laser barrel. The magazines are filled with CO2 with compressed air. When the student pulls the trigger, the gun recoils as it would in real life.
These video screens wrap around 300 degrees, and that allows law enforcement to develop their peripheral vision, amongst other skills.
It shows how quickly judgment decisions have to be made. And if they're not made immediately and quickly, lives can be lost.
May 16th, those skills were called upon in a Milwaukee Southside neighborhood. Mario Lopez ran from law enforcement with a Smith & Wesson Sigma pistol.
Was wanted on a federal warrant.
During the chase, he fell to the ground, and despite being ordered to surrender, he reached for the weapon. Two marshals called on their training to stop a lethal threat and a potentially fatal situation. Lopez was shot and eventually brought to justice. An investigation ruled the two marshals were justified in their use of force. Both went home uninjured. Both trained on the Chicago-based simulator with situations set up and manipulated
I'm the guy pulling the strings.
by computer operators like Supervisory Inspector U.S. Marshal Ed Farrell.
You're there to do a welfare check.
Throughout each of the exercises, he controls the direction of action
Drop the gun, drop the gun!
and part of the outcome, from the tone of a suspect's conversation
Escalate, de-escalate.
to the sound effects, to where the next threat can come from.
I can get him attacked from the front.
You could have one scenario that could end 5 different ways.
Nobody ever does the same thing twice.
Let's go, keep going.
Meaning the more than 70 unique training scenarios can lead to hundreds of different outcomes. But that flexibility comes at a cost. The system, first set up in 2010, has a price tag
Drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun!
of more than $200,000.
Without constant ongoing training, our skills will diminish and we have to stay sharp.
I'm with you.
Jason Grunwald, commander of the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force, says the programs have helped to save the lives of officers and the people they're trying to protect.
Keep going through the threat.
Adding you can't put a dollar value on that, or being prepared enough for the surprises could be around any given corner.
Is there anybody else in the building?
There's nothing more important to us than every single police officer going home safely every night.
Jeremy Ross, Fox 6 News.
Since the training system has operated in Chicago, about 1,000 officers have taken advantage of it. That's law enforcement from local, state, county, and federal agencies from around the Great Lakes region.